For over 20 years, I hid my stutter. I hid it from family, friends, patients, because I was afraid of their judgments. If you stutter and are tired of hiding, this video is for you. This is what I wish someone had told me years ago. Growing up, my entire life revolved around my speech and my stutter. I used to think about it waking up. I used to go to bed at night thinking about it also. I used to avoid speaking up in class. I used to avoid phone calls. I used to avoid ordering. Someone else would order for me. And I thought I would one day grow out of this. One day I would grow up and the stutter would just magically disappear when I was an adult. That did not happen. I went to adulthood and the same patterns re-emerged: the hiding, the running, the avoiding speaking, the avoiding stuttering, because of previous negative stuttering experiences. People thought I was just quiet, shy, or even arrogant, but this was not the case. I was an extrovert and an introverted body. And the truth, I was terrified of being caught stuttering, terrified of being laughed at, terrified of the judgments of other people, terrified of being different from my friends, from everyone else around me, terrified of being that black sheep. And what was the turning point for me? The turning point was that the hiding from the stuttering and avoidance was costing me more than the actual stuttering ever did. It was costing me opportunities, cost me confidence, and was costing me the life that I truly wanted. I remember someone asked me my name years ago and I completely froze. I completely blocked. They didn't even know I had a stutter because I was so well hiding it. And then all of a sudden I couldn't say my own name. And this deeply affected me. This taught me that I have to live with this. There is no cure for stuttering, and I have to stop letting stuttering get in the way of good mental health and achieving what I wanted to achieve in my life. And that day, something truly changed for me. And to this day, I've transformed into a confident, fluent speaker who is in control of his speech. I'm a doctor of over 10 years. I make about 30 to 40 phone calls and patient contacts every single day. And I truly enjoy speaking once again. Whereas I used to hate stuttering in the past, I now enjoy phone calls. I don't avoid speaking up and I don't avoid presentations. I don't avoid the phone. I don't avoid ordering. I enjoy speaking. I enjoy socializing. I enjoy everything to do with speech and the challenge. I enjoy trying to get better, trying to be a better than fluent speaker every single day. And how did I transform into this speaker from a nervous, shy young adult years ago to a confident, comfortable in my own skin doctor of 10 years? The first thing I stopped doing is I stopped hiding my stutter. I started immersing myself in conversations. I started answering the phone, and this all started with courage, the courage to speak up. I was definitely not fluent at the start. I was definitely not in control of my speech, but the fact that I showed courageous action was a great start. And I started showing my stutter to other people. I started voluntary stuttering. I started speaking about my stuttering. I started being more open about my stutter. And this radical acceptance of my stutter was how I started my journey to being comfortable as a speaker once again. Because I realized that when I did voluntary stutter in front of people, people did not judge me, they did not care, they did not laugh. People are more worried about their own problems in their own life. They're not worried about how you say things. So there is nothing to be afraid about. Too many people who stutter fear the judgments of others, but most of the time, 99% of the time, there is no judgments from the other person. They're judging your character and what you have to say rather than how you have to say things. So this causes unnecessary negative self-talk and fear for the person with a stutter, and they start avoiding things and they start to have a lot of fear in pursuing whatever goals they want to achieve in their life. But here's the truth: stuttering should not get in the way of you achieving the goals that you want to achieve in your life. You should live with your stutter. You should embrace your stutter. You should try to become a better speaker every single day, no matter how much control or lack of control you have, as long as you're getting 1% better every single day. Once I started to show who I truly was, a person who stutters, there was a weight lifted off my shoulders. All of a sudden, I wasn't alone anymore. I was speaking to other people. And I set up Stutter-Connect, which is a free online platform of people who stutter from around the world, where I speak with them on a daily basis. I gain tips, I give tips about how I navigate my life with a stutter and how they can control their stutter in their life, which you're free to join. Link is in the description below. I also have great sense of purpose in trying to improve my speech every single day, try to be a better than fluent speaker. My goal in life is to be a better than fluent speaker, is to be a great speaker, and is to enjoy speaking 100% of the time, which I'm not there yet, but I'm truly on my way to achieving that. The other thing that I started to do is really reduce my rate of speaking. If someone asks me a question, I always pause. I always resist the pressure to speak and speak when I'm ready to speak. Because if you jump into the speaking process, that is when you get stuck. Also, I always use diaphragmatic breathing when I have a lot of fear around a situation, around a word, which helps me gain control over my speech. But I also lean into voluntary stuttering every single day without fail. If you want one-on-one coaching, I am providing this. Link is in the description below, or send me a private message where you will access one-on-one support from me and daily tips about what can help you overcome your struggle with your speaking, overcome your struggle with confidence, and help you mentally, because having a stutter can really burden anyone from a mental health point of view. I have come a long way in my life, but I still am on a journey just like everyone else. I want to continue to get better every single day. It is a privilege that I have been through a stuttering process. I am so glad that I had that adversity in my life, as it helped me in other avenues in my life. I'm more resilient, I'm more hardworking, I'm more empathetic. Stuttering has made me a greater person and a stronger character for facing the adversity that life will inevitably throw at you. So I'm so grateful that I have gone through it, and you should be grateful also. You should start every day with a positive mindset and be grateful that you have the ability to work on your speech. So start today by phoning someone and Stutter-Connect, where you can practice speaking and start enjoying speaking once again. Stuttering does not get better overnight. It takes daily, consistent action over a long period of time. But I guarantee you, if you put in the daily, consistent action and start showing people who you truly are, the weight will be lifted off your shoulders. You'll start enjoying speaking. You'll start volunteering for public speaking. You'll not avoid anything anymore. You'll start living free. You'll start focusing on the goals that you want to achieve in your life and stop focusing on how you say things, how you stutter, rather than what you have to say. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it also. Drop a comment below what has helped your speech. Where are you in your stuttering journey? What are you struggling with at this time in terms of your stuttering? Like this video and share it with a friend. And have a look at the description below, where you can join my one-on-one coaching, my online course, and our Stutter-Connect for free. So what are you waiting for? Join Stutter-Connect today for free, and I'll see you inside, and I'll speak to you on the phone for one-on-one support. Best luck, everybody.